Hey there assassins, welcome back to another Wheel Assassin guide. In today's tutorial I will be showing you guys how to build the awesome, the one and only, and the person we do not discuss, Bruno from Encanto in Minecraft. This is actually the pop vinyl version of him, so all credits go to the designers of the pop vinyls at Funko. They are so cool. I'll drop a link to the real thing in the description below, so if you did want to go and buy that, you can probably go and buy it on like Amazon and things like that as well, so you can have a physical one too. As I don't have much space for more pop vinyls, I am building Bruno here digitally, and yeah, trying to add this to the world today. So he is fully detailed. He's got his robe on just here. Excuse the motorbike. He's got his robes on here. He's got his sandals on down here. He's holding a mouse because, of course, when he's living in the walls of the house, there are a lot of mice and things like that. Or are they rats or are they mice? I think they mentioned they're rats, but it looks like a mouse to me. So we put that just there in his hand, and then we have, of course, these sort of bags under his eyes where he's not been sleeping. He's been panicking about the whole future and all of that crazy stuff. So yeah, we're going to be building him today. Let's go ahead and get some materials and get started with today's tutorial. So then guys, the first thing we need to do is grab ourselves some stripped birch wood, some Blackstone, some Blackstone slabs, some spruce wood planks, and some brown banners. Now we're going to go ahead and build this one just next to my original Bruno. I'm going to start with my Blackstone block. I'm going to go ahead and build for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks like so. Then we'll go ahead and build 1, 2, and 3. Then we'll do another 7 here, and then we'll connect them with 3 along the front. So we go out diagonal for those 3 at the back. We'll leave a block gap and build another one exactly the same. 7 just here, connected with 3 in the center, like so. Well, center front. There we have 2 sandals. Now to build these into sandals, we must go ahead and add in that little like weird thing that you put your you put your toes between so you can actually hold onto the flip-flop. So we place 1 block here, and then we'll do the opposite just here. So block in on both sides. Then we'll place ourselves stripped birch wood along the front for each of the toes, like so. And then we want to build this back, so entirely along to the 3 at the back, to make this into an entire shoe. So right here and up to this block back here, like so. Same on this one. Oops, just along here. And back here for those 3 as well. Now the next thing to do is add in that sort of weird thing that I was on about earlier, the little thing that goes between your feet, your toes even, unless you've got multiple feet other than 2. Let's go ahead and stick a slab on both of these blocks, and then we'll do a slab here and here, and then we'll do 3 on this way, and 3 along this way. When you zoom out, it should look like flip-flops like so. The next thing to do is build everything behind this layer, so behind this one, back for 2 layers. So we're going to do like 2 layers upwards, like so. Now the reason we do this is to build a bit of the ankle, and also to start off our legs. Now without these leg kind of platforms, it would be very hard to build the rest of the structure. So this really is our greatest starting point, and something that's really important in the rest of the construction. I will mention, if you want to keep this hollow or you want to fill it in, it is entirely up to you guys. You don't have to fill it in if you don't want to, but if you would like to, of course, feel free to do so. Now the next thing I'm going to do is take my spruce wood planks. I'm going to go ahead and build 2 layers above each of my ankles just here. Well, not my ankles, of course. And ankles? Ankles, it sounds like something that either Anakin Skywalker owns or something that's under the sea. I know they sound very different, but ankles kind of sounds like some type of shellfish. Or like I said, Darth Vader's cousin. Let's go ahead and build just 2 layers of spruce like so, then over here as well. And these are going to be for the definition of the start of the trousers. So on these we'll go ahead and stick ourselves brown banners for these ones, and that one, then 3 along the back. Now we're not going to do this one. The reason being is now we have them both the same size. We actually want to go ahead and make this left one go up just a layer higher. So we'll do another layer of our spruce, and then we're going to replace the lower level with some birch. Oops, so this one. all the way around with birch. Now this will help us with the banners, so we can actually place the banners basically in line with one another, but just one layer up. So it allows us to actually place them. Because otherwise, you know, you can't have banners, say, here, and then one here as well. Kind of like you can an item frame or something, because it extends over the block radius. Make sure you have 2 on those back ones, and 3 along the back as well. And there we go. There we have ourselves 2 feet, and the rest of the trousers must be built. Let's get on with some new materials. So for step number 2, let's take some spruce wood, some smooth sandstone, some lime terracotta, some blocks of emerald, some green glazed terracotta, and some grey concrete. Please remember guys, if you do need to pause the video at any point, if you get stuck or anything, remember it's always there for you to do so. And if you want to ask me any questions, please don't hesitate to do so in the comments down below. Okay, time to work on the trousers. So our spruce wood is going to go up to 8 blocks high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one was going to go up to about 8 blocks as well. Now bear in mind that both of these kind of trouser legs, of course one of them is going to be a little bit different because we have that sort of starting point difference with our spruce planks. I do believe that they go up the same sort of level though, same height, so the one on this side, the left side, will be about 7, and then the one on this one will be about 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like so, because of course we jumped up a little bit here. But that is fine. Once you have the 8 on the right side, then the left side will follow afterwards. So make sure to get this the whole way around, up to 8 blocks here, and up to 7 blocks on this leg. Alright, so the next thing to do is to go to the corner here and here. By the way, that is once you have this to 8 layers and this to 7 layers. So they're nice and equal over the top. So we gotta go ahead and build out here and here forward, and then along the front like so. Then along the side we build 1, and we go along for the 4 blocks of the actual leg on both sides, like so. Cool. The next thing to do is we're going to build this one upwards. So on this 4 just here, we build this along to 5, and the same on this side, like so. Now this layer here is going to need to be worth 8 blocks in total, not from this one here, the overhanging one. So we have 2 now, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Of course we'll double check this before moving on, but it's still on this side, so it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, like so. Then you can build this along the front as well, just from here. And this is kind of the undershirt that Bruno does wear when he's roaming around and snooping around with his cape. I say it's a cape, it's not really a cake, it's kind of like a robe, I guess. But it is very cool and it's very mysterious, I guess. So there we go, that's the sort of shape you should have just here. Now double check just to make sure these go up to 8 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And of course if one side does, then the other does as well. So now to build Bruno's robe, we're going to go ahead and go to these kind of the parts of his trousers, the sort of bottom of his trousers. We'll go 2 blocks in, just over here on these planks, and I'm going to go ahead and build myself a little bit up from my sandal, so I want to go to about here. Now if you try and place a block here, it will go the block further forward, which is actually what we want to do. That is perfect. So we're going to start on this one, and on the other side over here, we're going to start on, again, 2 blocks in, on the 3rd one, just here like so. So knock out that temp one, like so. That should be about 3 blocks up from the base on both sides. We're going to go ahead and build these along for 1 each on both sides. Then we'll build down for 1 on both sides, and then across for 5 blocks like so. Perfect. These 5 blocks are going to be our starting position, and they're going to be what we end on just here with our robe. So it's going to be the lowest they ever get. So 2 blocks above our new ground, which is actually the foot. Then we're going to go ahead and build up and out for another block, like so. And then we'll start to use this to go upwards across the torso and then over the shoulders. The next thing to do is to smooth over this little 3 block gap with some smooth sandstone, like so. Then we can actually start with our lime terracotta just here and here. We'll then go ahead and build diagonally up here on both sides, and then we'll start a long strip in the middle just with this 1 block here. Right then, the next thing to do is to start to build this one, going right the way up the body of the of Bruno, of course. So we're going to go ahead and take ourselves emerald, just here and here, and then we'll alternate this with our green glazed terracotta all the way up the torso and the body. This is going to be a little bit difficult because we need to keep this pattern going all the way around the shoulders as well, but we'll get onto that later on. For now though, just go ahead and alternate up for quite some time until you're just up to the body that we have at the moment. So we're going to go just up to the maximum height that we have currently. So just here on a green glazed terracotta, like so. We're then going to go ahead and go from about here, and we'll build down with our sandstone, and that'll be kind of the definition to make us stop the robe going, you know, into like a skinny bit, and then it starts to go around the body, and that's where we sort of fill in the arms and whatnot as well. Let's do this. So we go ahead and use the sandstone 1, 2, 3 blocks up from this little corner here, in line with the trousers, and then we do it on the 4, and it goes up for 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that should be the maximum height of our torso. So we'll go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like so. Perfect. Now the next thing to do is we're going to build this one just here, and we're going to go up to 7, and we'll do the same here. Just like so, and then on this 7 below we're going to go ahead and connect it to the block we made before down here. So let's do the same over here, like so, and that kind of gives us a little bit more of a definition here, and then we can fill in the patterns and whatnot within the center, which is nice. Taking our lime, let's go run this up the side just to here, and then we'll do the same over here, like so. In the center, you can bring this one right up as well to that green glazed terracotta. And then in the center of those two, just add in smooth sandstone just here and here, like so. Brilliant. That looks awesome, guys. You're doing a really good job. Now then, the next thing to do is to use our pattern to our advantage and count this up. We're going to need to get ourselves 19 blocks. So for now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Let's go ahead and add in 17, 18 and 19. 17, 18, 19, like so. Then you can build up this middle one, just going up for 1, 2, 3, and then we'll actually go past the pattern for a block here, and then another block just here as well. On this one we're going to go ahead and build out for both sides, making a big T like so. Then we'll go ahead and use our green again just here, those 3, and those 3 just like so. Taking our green glazed terracotta, stick them on both sides diagonally, and then we'll take ourselves 2 sandstone going up above them, 2 down here, 2 down here, and then we'll do the 1, 2, 3, 4 in that gap just like so. Cool. If you want to go ahead and add in your lime just here, 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 and here, that'll look great as well. We're going to need to do that for about 4 times, so at the moment we have 2, so let's go ahead and add in 3, 4, 3, 4, like so. Perfect. So now we have this sort of neck guard, I guess you could say. So this is actually going to be where Bruno's head comes in handy, and it comes in handy. Comes in useful, I guess you could say, because we're going to be finishing up the robe here, and then it goes back into the actual neck, and then upwards, of course, to his head. So this is like our guide, if you like. So let's go ahead and go down here to our green glazed terracotta. We'll go ahead and add in ourselves another block of sandstone underneath both of those to make sure that they connect to 2 blocks underneath every single lime terracotta. Now once that's the case, we can then use our pattern again, like so. So we'll go for emerald, then we'll go for our green glazed terracotta. By the way, did I call this? Oh, I did. Oh, it's lime terracotta, not green. My mistake. Okay, so now underneath this emerald here, the one that overhangs the actual body and whatnot, on the left side, we want to go ahead and fill this gap in with grey concrete. And we're going to build this out for 3, and then we'll do it again for 3. However, on the right side, we only do this for 2. So we're going to go ahead and build in, we'll do 1, 2, and then we'll go for 1, 2, and 2 out as well, like so. Now I know that looks super odd, but it is full of sleeves. On the Funko Pop version of Bruno, on his left arm, his sleeve is kind of rolled up and you see more of his skin, whereas on the right hand, he's kind of just holding his hand out to hold this wrap. And so you only see quite a lot more of the the sort of robe, well, the undershirt, I guess you could say, just here. So both of these are the same level, as you can see. This one is worth 3 blocks underneath the emerald, and this one only worth 2. And then we actually fill it in with a green concrete, which I completely missed. Lime terracotta, sorry. So we're going to add that in now. Oh, my mistake, guys. There we go. Always good to check your work, and I definitely do make mistakes too. So if you do make a mistake, don't worry, we're all human, and if we didn't make mistakes, we wouldn't learn from them. So it's all good. Okay, awesome. We can now get on to the next step, and that is going to be to go behind here and add in ourselves some definition and some design for our neck. So we'll add in 3 blocks of grey just here behind the T. We'll add in a block here and here, and then we'll add in a block here, here, and then go up for 1 on both sides too. So you have like 4 blocks exposed on the inside for Bruno's neck. And then we're just going to use our lime terracotta to add in the block here and here, and go up for 1 on both sides, like so. Awesome. So now we're going to take our lime again. We're going to go to this block here and here and build up for 1. Then we'll backtrack into the middle of the lime and add in a grey, just here and here, like so. Then we're actually going to work on his right sleeve over here and his right arm. Now we're going to do this because we're going to add in the robe first, and this will give us an outline of where the hand must fit in. So this is actually going to be really, really useful and definitely help us out. And I'm terrible at building arms in Minecraft, so this is going to be super helpful. Next we'll go ahead and take our block of emerald. We'll place 1 just here next to the green glazed terracotta. We'll stick ourselves a lime terracotta here with a green glazed on top. We're going to do 2 sandstone just here. We'll do a sandstone on top of this emerald for 2. Then we'll come behind this green glazed and we'll build 2 as well. So 1 is exposed. We'll do 1 block of emerald to the right side of that. We'll go behind and under the emerald for 2 blocks of sandstone, and then we'll build out for around the corner for 2 as well. We're then going to go ahead and build 2 more behind this one, and 2 more sandstone here. This sandstone here will go into a big row that goes alongside the arm and kind of goes over the shoulder. For now though, we're going to leave that empty. We're going to build on top. You want to start with a green glazed terracotta, an emerald, and then a green glazed up there. Then we'll take our sandstone again, behind this emerald, building your 3, and then replace it with an emerald at the end. So you've got that pattern going along there, and it fits with an emerald on both sides. Super helpful to have that in there. The sandstone here can be built along to the emerald, like so, and then I'll finish up the top of the shoulder. Bruno actually has a big beard, kind of like a lot of stubble and beard going on, so we do actually go ahead and, build this over the shoulder as well, because pop vinyls of course have very, very big heads. That's what makes them pop vinyls. So we're trying to make that look as realistic as possible in Minecraft. Let's go ahead and build these 2 back for another 2, like so. Then we'll go diagonally around the corner, so we'll do what we did here and go back for 2, and then out for 2, like so. So we're now in this little gap here. We're then going to build a lime terracotta underneath the emerald for 1. Then we'll go ahead and build ourselves a sandstone here, and then behind the sandstone and out the back will be a green glazed terracotta. We'll do a lime terracotta below. We'll do a sandstone behind the lime, like so. And then we want to try and get an emerald sort of in this space here. So it's going to be, again, I think it's going to be diagonally forward. So we'll actually place it just besides it, like so. And then we'll place 1 emerald just here. Yeah, that looks good. Then you can stick yourself 2 more lime terracotta below the emerald. And then we'll stick 2 out to the right side, like so. On the bottom one, you can stick an emerald, and on the top one, a green glazed terracotta. Above this one, you can stick yourself a sandstone. Behind it, you can stick yourself 2 more sandstone, and then behind this emerald, stick a sandstone as well. Perfect. On top of these 2, you can stick yourself lime terracotta for those 2 blocks, like so. Brilliant. Okay, back to this side, over here. Next to this lime terracotta just here, stick yourself some sandstone for there and there. And then this one is going to drop down for about 4 blocks. So 2, 3, 4. This one over here, we're going to make, we're going to go behind this one, add in 2 sandstone just here, and add in 2 blocks of sandstone just there. So we keep the lime visible, and then there's 1, 2 up here as well visible. Okay, awesome. So this part is going to get a little bit difficult, guys, so please remember the pause button is there, and you can ask me any questions you may have, of course, down in the comments below. Taking our sandstone, we're going to go down to this right side, so we're at the back now, so of course it's going to be Bruno's right leg. Over here, we want to go ahead and build a block temporarily just here, and then a block out like so. Knock out the temp one, and build this one along to the left for 5. So we've got number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like so. So it goes here and leaves 2 blocks on this side as well as this side. Perfect. Then you can build yourself out and upwards for 2 layers, like so. And then this one is going to start here going upwards, and this one here going upwards like so. That should be on the same layer as well as this one. So if you imagine like an imaginary pole just between them, they will be on the same level. Perfect. Okay, so now then, this is going to look a little bit confusing, but what we need to do is connect that one just there to this one just here. Now as you can see, we're a slight bit off. So to get this done, take your lime terracotta, go below these 2, and build 2 here, like so. Then we want to continue our pattern on, so we're going to do green glazed, then the emerald just like so. Now below this one, we'll do another lime terracotta for 2, and we're going to have ourselves 3 now, so we have 3 lots of 2, like so. Perfect. Let's do our pattern again just here, like so. Again, keeping on the same wavelength, so we do the emerald at the bottom for these ones going down, but they're always going to alternate anyways, so you never have 2 emeralds together, and you never have 2 green glazed terracottas together either, so that's awesome. So we'll go ahead and take our lime terracotta now. We'll drop below this emerald, and we'll go right to the bottom down here, and we should just be in this little gap, which is perfect. And now we can continue the pattern down here, right the way to an imaginary block of lime at the moment, because I didn't place it before. I was silly. But yeah, we're going to get to the bottom, a block up from the bottom here, where we place a lime. On this side we'll place the lime ready, just because I'll forget. And then we'll do ourselves our lime going up here. Remember, it's going to start to alternate outwards on the same layer as this one, so you can build it up to the same layer. And then you can build the exact same pattern as well, because the pattern needs to be nice and symmetrical, even though the arms are different. It's very, very clever, this one. I was really happy with the way it came out. Let's go ahead and do another emerald, then green, and then we'll do our lime for 2. We'll do our emerald, lime, emerald and green, and then our lime again. And then we want to make sure that we go up to this one just here. On this side it goes up again for the 3 lots of 2. So we have the 2 exposed, and then we'll go behind it for, you know, the extra lot in a second. So now we're up to here, that's good. We'll go behind it and we'll add in 2 sandstone, then 2 lime to the right side, with an emerald on top, just like a cherry. There we go. Very, very bling cherry, but pretty cool. Okay, to finish up the robe on this side, so we can actually work on the arm on this way, and then get the other one done too, so we're literally, all that's left to do is the head. We're going to go ahead and go up to here, no pun intended, and we'll bring down 6 blocks of sandstone from this one. So we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Over here we need this to 6 as well, so just bring it down to that 6. Up here we need this one to 5, so we bring down 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it has that row there. Now I'll build in 1 block here, 1, 2 blocks here, 1, 2 blocks here. So we're going to do like 3 lots of 1. That's good. Let's go ahead and add in another one. 1, 2, like so. So we have 4 blocks of 1, but that's fine. This one over here doesn't need to be a 1. We're actually going to change this up. We're going to go ahead and build this one straight down, and we're going to make it go down for about 18 blocks in total. Let me just double check, make sure I'm on the right tracks. Okay, before we do that, let's add in 2 blocks here. Then we'll make this into a 2. There we go. Now we're okay. Then we can go ahead and build this one back by 1. And then we'll make this one down to 18. My mistake. Almost messed up. It's all good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18 blocks down like so. As you can see, that is on the same layer as that last kind of going upwards thing from below. Wicked. And now all we need to do is go in the little gaps here, in between the ones, and just add in 18 blocks starting on these two. Let's just go ahead and speed run this down to there, and then this one as well, going down to the bottom. Now there's 3 lots of 18, and then it goes into a 17 block one because we have these 2, and obviously it kind of surrounds that block there, so we don't really need to use that one. You can add it in anyways and count from that one, but I prefer to count from the ones visible. So this one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, like so. If you guys can hear the wind today, by the way, there is a storm here in England, and literally it is pretty bad. It's taken off the roof of one of our landmarks, so it's not great. So you can probably hear it in the video today, but documenting history in a weird way. Let's go ahead and build this one, going upwards just to surround the lime. No real numbers involved. We just want to go ahead and make that just there. But it is in total worth 17 blocks anyways, because we've found that out from the original one. But yeah, that's all good. That looks really good. Let's go back to the center one in the middle. Of course, center in the middle, that makes sense. Let's go down here and add in ourselves 3 more blocks of sandstone like so. Then lime is going to run all the way past the pattern for those 2 blocks. And then we'll do 4 blocks, and then we'll do up to, almost on the last set, we actually want to go ahead and start to make this go outwards. So we're going to build it up to the last set just here. And then we build up for 1 block on both sides to build that big T that we mentioned at the beginning here. But it isn't going to be in line, so don't worry about that. This is going to be for like a hood. He kind of has a hood on his cloak, so we're trying to make that make it look accurate. Then we'll build 5, and then we're going to build 7. So again, just come out on one side, on both sides, sorry, but for 1. So there we have 3, 5, and 7. So that is 1, 2, 3. Just count it on my picture. 1, 2, oops, 3. Perfect. And then we need to go out for 9. So we'll just build that out to 9, and it should match up with these ones here, which is great. Cool. And then finally we'll go out for, what is 1 block after 9? Is it 11? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I should have just relied on my maths. Wow, that was actually pretty good. There we go. So 11 blocks like so. You can now place yourself a lime here with 1 out forward and 1 out the side, like so. You can actually do the same on this one, but of course we don't have it up to this level yet. So for now you can just place yourself a block here, 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 and here, like so. Bit messier than the other side, but it'll work for now. And then below again, 1 and 2. Just make sure they're looking good. They are. Perfecto. Okay, now let's go ahead and take our sandstone, and let's go ahead and fill in the spaces around here. Leave this one empty. Start from this one and build up, like so. So you're going to leave yourself the blocks here, leave them empty with a sandstone below. That's what we're trying to do on both sides. Then you can build in this little gap here, and then this block here as well. Now everything in this little gap here, so the gaps on both sides of our lime and our pattern, just going to be filled up with some sandstone to make sure that the robe, the cape, whatever you want to call it, is all finished and looking pretty awesome. Don't worry that we have some hollow feet at the moment. We will sort that out in a minute. But yeah, that's looking great. So now then, we need to go ahead and make sure that the left side over here matches the right side. Now it does sound a little bit tricky, but actually it's quite simple because we use the same techniques as we did the left side on the right. So everything that's down here, all the same dimensions and whatnot, we use just over here. So it's just a matter of location that changes. So we need to go ahead and make sure we have our sandstone in first. That is very, very important. So run from the bottom here, take your sandstone all the way up until you hit a blocker, which will be this line. Then you add in 2, then 2, like so. Then we'll go ahead and place our block just here and build down for 2. If you want to go ahead and fill that one in, just because it will annoy me otherwise, we'll go ahead and do so. There we go. So we have this sort of shape here. Now then, we have like a kind of a cubby hole now, just here. That's perfect. We can actually drop down and add in a block here, and then run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 blocks just to here like so. Then we want to go ahead back to the top, back to the 2 up here, around here, add in a block here like so, add in another block on top but 1 out like that. Then on this one we add in our 18, so we've got number 1, and we're just going to beam it right to the bottom because we already know the one prior to this one is 17 blocks, so adding in 1 more of course leaves us with the 18 just here. Perfect. Back up to the top now, go to this one just here and go ahead and build another one behind it and 1 out the side, another one behind it and the final one out the side like so. Up from these ones you want to go out forward, so up 1 and forward for 1, up 1 and forward for 1, and here up 1, forward for 1, and out the side for 1 as well. These 2 here are going to be worth 6 blocks, so you have number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 6. Then we'll do 2, 3, 4, 5 like so. Then we'll do 2, 3, 4 like so. Then you end it on that 2. Perfect. Now we'll drop down here and add in our 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Right back up to the top up here and add in your final 18 just here. So we already know the one before it is 18, so we just go ahead and speed run that one just there. Perfect. Now back up to the pattern. So behind this emerald, add yourself a lime, then a lime out the side. Then we'll place a green glazed terracotta on top. Then we'll go ahead behind it and add in a sandstone and a sandstone on top. Then you want to go ahead and add in yourself a emerald just here with a line below it. And then we're going to get to our pattern on the shoulder just up here. So this one, we already have our emerald. Perfect. Let's add in our 3 sandstone, then our emerald here. 1 emerald in the center of the sandstone, green glazed terracotta on both sides, and then we'll do a cluster of 4 sandstone on the left side over here. Then we'll go ahead and place 2 blocks in here and 2 blocks out the front like so. Finally, place another 2 blocks here and 2 blocks out the front, and that should be in line with these blocks even, over here. Perfect. Now I'm going to go ahead and just quickly refer to my front picture, because we need to now go ahead and make sure this all connects up perfectly. So here, stick yourself a green glazed terracotta with a line below, an emerald here, and there's your pattern. Perfect. Now above this one, we'll just stick ourselves about 2 blocks of sandstone like so. Awesome. Yeah, that looks really good. And then this one you can just bring it along like so next to the emerald like that, just to complete it up. There we have the full robe of Bruno in there, which is a really important section done. Now we need to go ahead and add in the arms and then onwards to the head, and of course we've completed the build. Perfect. So I have now swapped my materials out, guys. I have grabbed myself some grey concrete again, of course, some stripped birch wood again as well, some light grey wool, some smooth quartz slabs, and some black concrete as well. Let's go to Bruno's left hand, if we were Bruno, and we're going to build this one over here. So what we must do first of all is go to the emerald and the green just here, or lime, sorry. We're going to go ahead and build 1, 2, 3, and out for 3. We'll do here for 2, and we'll build out for 2. Just 2 for now, not the double 2 like there. And then we're going to go around the corner here for 1, placing a block there for 1 and 1 forward. Then we'll go ahead in this gap and just fill it in for those 4 rows there. We're going to build this one at the bottom up for 2. Then we'll build this one 3, and then we'll build this one forward for 2. Okay then, so make this a 3D shape instead of 2D. We're going to go into this gap here and build 3 blocks up like so, then forward for 2. Then we'll go into this space here and build 3. Then we'll go along for 2, like so. Then we're going to build this block down for 1, like so. And then we'll come down to this one just here and build for 1, 2. Then here, 1, 2. You can sort of see where the hand is going to come in now. In here you want to build in for 1, and then we're going to fill in this space here for 2. You can actually fill in that one as well if you want to. Awesome. Now let's go around to the other side. So let's go around to the inner side just over here, making this look a bit more tidy. We'll go ahead and place a block here, like so. Then we'll stick a birch wood just there, like so. and then we'll drop down for 2 just here. Then we're going to go down to the other side, so the underside, and we're going to try and build the hand. This is going to be a little bit difficult. So we're going to just check out everything I mentioned here really quickly, making this all look good. So I'm going to go ahead and make my grey just come down another layer just there like so. Then I'll go in another layer just here, and then I'll go in a final 2 just about here and here. This one, by the way, I'm going to build back for 1, just so that we don't have any holes. This one as well, build that up to that structure, and then this one right back into this corner, like so. Then I can sort of build it up like this, matching my robe at the back there, which is pretty helpful and useful, to be honest. Yeah, that looks good. Let me just double check, but I'm pretty sure it's all looking good. Okay, there we go. Alright, so the hand. Let me go check my dimensions, I'll be right back. For the hand, we go ahead and take our birch, and we'll run this down for 3 blocks just here. We'll go into this space of 3, and here for 3 as well. Now we want to go to this one just over here, and just before you reach the 2 over here, you build this one down for 3. We'll build this one, oh sorry, this one just here across for 2, and you can actually do the same again if you want to. And then we'll place 2 light grey wool just here for the rat's tail. We'll stick a temporary one below and one to the right permanently. Knock out the temp. Next to these 2, you want to go ahead and stick yourself, firstly, 2 more birch just there with a light grey on top. And then we'll do ourselves 2 more birch just here. Then we'll go to this one just over here. We'll place 2 grey going that way. And then we'll go ahead and build a row of 4 and a second row of 4 just here of birch. We'll build these 2 out just by a block like so. Then we'll go to here and we'll build 1, and then we'll build 1, 2 like so. Then we want to go ahead and build this into a 5 long shape. So we have 2, 3, 4 and 5 like so. Now the next thing to do is to go ahead and build our rat. This is actually really fun. So we're going to take ourselves our light grey here and here, so a space away. Then we'll build like a cube behind them worth 9 blocks in total. Then at the very back over here, we want to go ahead and build this one, these 3 upwards, for about 3 rows. So we have 2, then 3. I'm going to add in a center one just there like so. Now on the front side, I can go past this, just up here like so, making this 6 block shape just a little bit bigger. Then once I've kind of got up to that little stage there, I'm going to build forward for 1, 2, 3 like so, and then stick a tooth just here using some smooth quartz slabs like so. Then I'm going to take myself my black concrete. I'm going to go back in a row just here, placing light grey in the center, and then I can go ahead and take myself 3 blocks of light grey up here. Then we'll do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 back here, and then 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2 for our rat's ears like so. It's a bit of a derpy looking rat, but it looks pretty cool. So for the back of the rat and the hand, it is difficult because of course we don't have much room back here. But what we're trying to do is make it look a little bit more natural and more 3D. So we're going to knock out these 2 blocks just in here, like so. And then we're going to build forward this hand, knocking out these 3 as well. We'll build the tail along for another 2 blocks. And then we'll go up to these 4 on the end, and we'll just add in ourselves 2 blocks past the rat like so. That is pretty much it, I'm pretty sure. Just double checking everything underneath, but no, it's looking fantastic. So we have one hand sort of perched open, and the rat is sitting in his palm. Let's go ahead and get the second arm done, and we'll probably start from the hand, but who knows, we might get to the sleeve first. Whatever it is, let's go for it. So for Bruno's right arm, if we were Bruno, we start underneath this 2, and we go along for 3. Then we'll do 1, 2, and then here we'll go along for 1, 2, just temporarily. So this 3 over here, drop down below it and build 3, and then build out for 3. Drop down again from this 3 and build another 3. So that's now 2 layers of 3. Place a block in this gap here, and then from your 2, go ahead and build 1, 2, 3, and this one more just there. Go ahead behind it and build 1 with 1 up, and then we'll drop down to the underside again. We'll go ahead and build from this 1, 1, 2, 3, like so, and then you can build your 3 in there like so, and we'll finally go in for 3 again, and 3 again below. I know it looks super weird. It's all good, we're getting there, don't worry. So we have the singular one, we need to go ahead and add in the second one just like so. And then the one back here, I think is surrounded mostly by the front of the hand, which we'll get onto in a second. Now then, back up to this direction up here, where we have this sort of lump, this cube. We want to place 2 blocks in here like so, and behind it we'll add in 4, with 1 block kind of approached on both sides. Then we'll do the same again, 2, and then of course 4, like so. Now you can add in that long straight from below to come forward and backwards for a block on both sides. It's actually worth 5 blocks in total, which is pretty helpful and easy to remember, luckily, because I have a terrible memory. Okay, let's go ahead and build some more of the top. So if we come up here, we have that 1, the 1, then this one is not going to be worth 1, it'll be worth 3, with 2 facing forward. Then we're going to build in this gap here for 1, and then 2 forward. And then we'll start to build our hand. We'll take birch for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, sorry, 3, like so. And then we'll do 2. And then we'll build this one out just for 1 more. So it's worth 3. Then we'll do another 3 just here. And then we'll place 2, just like so. That should leave you 2 blocks away from the rat over here. We're going to build 2 blocks down from this one, and then 2 blocks again. And then out in a 4 block cube, like so. Then we'll do 2 blocks again, and 2 blocks forward. 2 blocks again, 2 blocks forward, and 2 blocks from this one, with 2 blocks forward and 2 on the side, like so. Perfect. Now then, coming down to the underside, we'll go ahead and build a block here, with a block to the right side, and then a block forward. Then we'll do a block here, like so, and then we'll go for 1, 2. Then we'll go ahead and build again a block up with 1, 2, and then actually the same, so 1, 1, 2. So to get that sort of 4 cluster, I guess. Then we'll actually build 1 block forward on this one, just for a block, obviously. And then we'll do 2 blocks just here and here, like so. By the way, the direction of the wood is always annoying, so if it does bother you, you can always change it up afterwards. It's not a problem at all. Down below over here, to finish up our grey, we'll take ourselves this little gap just here, so next to this row, oh sorry, this one, 1, 2, 2, 3 to connect both the greys. Then we'll just build down 3, like so. And then we're going to build this back for 3 as well, like that. Now then, again, for the rest of the structure, just a case of filling in the gaps. So nothing too fancy, unfortunately, but it's easy, and that is what we like to see. Easiness can go a long way in Minecraft, which is useful, very, very useful. But yeah, that's about right. That's looking good. Yeah, looking good. Okay, so the last thing to do, sorry, is to come to the front side, and we want to just add in the little finger that's going to come forward and sort of be stroking the rat, I guess. So we'll take 1, 2, 3, lots of birch just there for the sort of the index finger, I guess you could say. That's going to be there, and then we'll build this bit in the middle. We're going to add in 1, 2 blocks here, and then we'll come behind this for 1, 2, 3, and then you can just fill in the rest of the hand. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, oops, 1, 2. And if you wanted to add in 1, 2, 3 just there, be my guest, that'd be cool. There we go, looking good. Okay, I think I'm going to grab some new materials, except with stripped birch wood. We'll keep that one ready for the next step. We are now on to the final step of building the head, but of course firstly we must build the rest of the neck and the face. Let's take ourselves some stripped birch wood, some endstone brick wall, some oak fence gates, some black concrete, some jungle wood stairs, some note blocks weirdly enough, some nether brick block, some nether brick slab, and finally some nether brick stairs as well. Okay, so let's go to the neck first of all. Let's go ahead and take our stripped birch, and we want to go ahead and build this. Let me just double check. I can't really see from the photo. Okay, I was thinking it was going to be in line with the grey, but no, it's actually behind it. So we're going to build in here, 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 and here, like so. And then we'll just connect the dots. So we'll go for 1 block in the middle, 3 blocks up here, and then we're going to do 1 block on both sides, like so. Now the reason we do that is because in the center here, we add in our birch, but then we're going to add in 3 endstone brick walls, which can't really be seen. Well, you can't really see the blocks behind it. That's what I mean, just there. Then we'll do another row of 5 stripped birch, like so. So we can add in a fence gate here and here, like that. Brilliant. That looks good. Just double checking, I think there might be some more. Yep. We'll go ahead and add in one here and one here. My apologies to refer to the other guys. I took some photos on my phone like I usually do, but I didn't take one of the neck, which is a bit dumb. I was going off of memory, and my memory is terrible. But there we go, that looks good. This is just to hold on the robe, so it makes it look like the robe is kind of held together just here. So that's perfect. Now we'll go ahead and take our stripped birch, and we'll try and build ourselves Bruno's head. The Funko Pop Bruno's head. So, firstly, we need to get our dimensions right. We need to make sure that we actually get this on the right level. So we're going to go ahead and build from this screen just here, this line, sorry. 1, 2, 1, 2. Then we'll build over the neck part just here, like so. Then here as well. So we're over this little hollow gap below. Once you've done that, you can then take yourself your note blocks and you can build, oops, let's just build over the line. Then you can build your note blocks out from the blocks just here. Now please bear in mind for this next part, the note blocks can't be stacked unless you're crouched or shifting. So otherwise you just end up playing it. So we're just going to go ahead and shift or crouch whenever we place them. But usually we have a block behind it to anchor it to. So it shouldn't be too much trouble, but if it does become a problem, just remember that's all you have to do to place them. So let's go ahead and build ourselves another note block down here, and one over here as well. Perfect, so we're going around the corner. Then we'll do one again on this corner here, and this corner over here. Then behind these we want to go ahead and build just a little birch structure to anchor the ones above too. So over here we're going to build ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 on both sides. Then we'll do note blocks again, like that. And then we want to build one out over it as well, so this is going to get a bit awkward. So we'll have to place one block here and one note block there. Then we're going to go ahead and do the same on the opposite side, like so. Now then, above these ones, you want to place one on the end as well. So I'll have to place birch behind it to place it, like so. And then we'll do the same in the center, like that. Just be warned guys, on the pop vinyl version there was a Bruno kind of did have like a little bit of stubble below, which I kind of missed out. He had a little smirk or a smile or something, and I had to just, because of the scale, I had to just include this little bit of the beard. So if you did want to add that, then you can maybe stretch the head or change it a little bit just to incorporate that. Let me know what you do down below. Let's go ahead and surround this now, and then surround the note block there with your birch, like so. Then we'll add in 3 note blocks across the top, and that continues the beard and kind of stops it from reaching the nose. The nose, by the way, is a birch stacked up here in the center, and then out over the note blocks for a block, like so. Perfect. So now up from the nose, we're going to go ahead and add in ourselves birch for about 5 blocks. So we're going to use 5 layers past the nose. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like so. Bear in mind it needs to be in the same level as your note blocks, so the same layer. Like so. Now we're going to go ahead and build just behind the note blocks so they can then place blocks over them. Like so. And I'll do the same over here. That wall behind, by the way, the one we're using to place our blocks on, you don't need that. So if you want to remove it afterwards, then of course you can. Let's go ahead and just make this along. So we have 3 and then 5, like so. And then once you have that 3 and 5, you actually want to go ahead and build your eyes. So we're going to build 2 blocks here and 2 blocks here on both sides. And then over, oops, let me just get over this note block as well, like so. So over this note block, we're going to add in a block here and here. Then you have your sections ready for the eyes. Now the first layer isn't going to be the eyes, so it's not going to be in line with the nose. The first one is going to be the bags under his eyes with junglewood stairs. Then we'll add in a cluster of 4 black concretes above for the perfect and notorious pop vinyl eyes. And then we can just surround this with some birch to continue the rest of the head later. Let's go ahead and place some note blocks here and here, and then here and here as well. And then I'll continue alongside the rest of the head, and then make its way up to the hair later. You can actually build some birch above them, and then also build them up to the 5 blocks past the nose, which I think is going to be about 6 blocks. in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, 7 blocks. My mistake. Oh yeah, a block underneath. That makes sense. Perfect. So for the eyebrows, we want to go ahead and take ourselves some blocks of nether brick. And a block above the black, not this one, the next layer above. Place 2. On both sides. Then we'll stick a stair backwards, facing outwards towards the, the outside world. Then below this, we stick a slab, like so. And then we're going to build a block with our slab just here and here. Or you could just use a normal block, that would work as well. A block away from this eyebrow on the right side, and we need to place an upside down stair just here. Then we'll stick a slab below it to make a little C on the top of his head. And then back from the stair here, add in a slab here. And then we're going to do 2 blocks above like so. And then we're going to do a slab up here, like that. There is the notorious fringe that is very, very noticeable and unique. Oh, before we forget, knock that one off and place another slab. There we go. There is the notorious fringe. Perfect. Let's go around the side of the head now and try and kind of complete this beard. So, we're going to take note blocks along until we reach the emerald. And then we're basically going to do that with our birch as well, just for the 2 layers. Then you can go ahead and take your note blocks again and again. So you've got like 3 layers of note blocks around here, but that is not a problem. That is what we want. Then you'll take your birch over the note blocks like so. And then we're going to build these upwards again to our 7. You can do that for all of these if you want to, but some of them are going to be like chopped off for the hair. So it's not really necessary to build them all. Just save yourself a little bit of time. There we go. Now then, finally, go into your 3rd lot of note blocks, so these ones here, no matter of their, their length and whatnot. So these ones, leave 2 blocks of birch, and then build 1, 2, 3 more birch up here. That is going to be his ears, like so. These are going to be a little bit covered up by the hair, as you can see on my original one, but we do need that 3rd block just there, so it's very, very important to get in. But yeah, that looks good. Let's go around to the other side and get the same thing done. So remember your 3 layers of note blocks first of all, but of course you need to add in your birch behind it to place them. Then our note blocks, and again, like so. Then we'll do ourselves our birch over it, and upwards for the maximum height at the moment. We kind of leave the head hollow at the back, because then we can add in all the hair in one go and not really have to worry about it. But yeah, it's a bit weird. So again, 1, 2, 3 note blocks back, 2 blocks up, and then on the 3rd one, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. We have both the ears in. All that's left to do is build the impossible hair of a pot vinyl. But we got this. Come on, we can do it. Okay, so I'm not going to lie, this is never my favourite part. I really don't like building pot vinyl haircuts in Minecraft because it is so hard to do. I'm sure with plastic it's a bit easier to mould, but with just blocks and stuff like that and stairs and whatnot, it is pretty difficult. So we're going to need these 3 materials: nether brick block, nether brick stairs, and nether brick slab. Please don't hesitate to just go free range with this. Just do your own thing. As long as you have at least 4 or 5 blocks above the sort of fringe here, so that his head doesn't look like a pancake, then honestly it's going to look pretty cool nonetheless. It is a little bit difficult, like I said, so please just feel free. If you get lost at any point, just do your own thing and you got this. Believe in yourselves, you got this. I need to believe in myself because it's going to be hard. Let's do an entire nether brick row just there. Let's do another one here. Then we'll do another one over here. What I'm going to do is kind of build the exoskeleton of the haircut, and then we'll kind of, sort it out later. We'll do it from here upwards, like so. And then we're going to do it all the way along the back of that green as well. Again, sorting out the textures in a moment. But if we get the actual structure there, we can mess about with anything later. It's just a matter of having something to build from. It looks like we're building like the waistband for a hat or something. Oh my goodness, right. Let's go ahead and build this up a layer. Like I said, at least 4 layers. Which is going to look so dumb when we do it like this. But I assure you it will look good once it's done. Let's go ahead and make sure that the surrounding sides and whatnot, they kind of tear down. Not super abruptly, but enough, like so. Then they're on the back here as well. tear it up into like a bit of an avenue like so. Then here, we'll copy the other side. So we'll do that, and then like that. Yep. Okay. Oh my word. Okay, so Bruno does not have a mohawk or whatever this haircut is, so we're going to go ahead and make sure we can sort it out. Let's do an upside down stair here above the eyebrow, then another here. Then we'll do a normal stair just in the gap below them, like so. And then we'll go ahead and just go a bit random, placing stairs wherever you want to, making sure that they go along this wall just here. And then if you want to fill in the gaps with your blocks, your slabs, whatever you want to use here, feel free to do so. Now, one thing to remember is we're not trying to make like a brick wall, we're trying to make a design here. So we're going to come down on the sides just for a few blocks. So we're going to come down just here for a block, like so, for one block on the actual the birch. Then on the side we'll come down for about 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And that already looks better, as you can see. So it's just a matter of kind of surrounding this to make it fit in more than anything. And that is definitely hard to do. Like I said, all credit goes to the designers over at Funko. They are so cool. I've always wanted to have a Funko Pop of my myself or something, just because it would be really funny, I think. But yeah, who knows, maybe one day. So let's go ahead and just sort this all out. What do you do with your Funko Pops? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear. We're going to go ahead and surround the ear now, just like this. And we're actually going to go over the ear as well, just for a few blocks, like so. And then come out the ear for like at least 2 blocks there, on the side. And then you can start to come out from here, around the side, but on the back, keep this all the same layer. As you can see, we never overhang the green on the green layer. We can do it up here with stairs and whatnot, just like this. But there is a little bit of a code that we're sticking to. Not much, but there is one. So I'm just going to do this randomly. Take off these layers and just fill it in with stairs in certain areas. Like this. And the troubling section becomes a little bit fun because we're just going ballistic. We're going mental. We don't even have a care in the world. We're just going crazy, trying to figure out where everything is going to go. And that is how Minecraft should be. Don't worry about who's going to see it or anything like that. Just make sure it looks cool to you. So I'm going to smooth over the top for now, and then I'll just add in my textures in a minute. Right, let's go ahead and just add stuff in here. Around the side as well. His hair is not messy. It is not tidy, sorry. It is definitely messy. So we can just, you know, use that to our advantage and just go crazy. I'm sorry if this section is a little bit boring, guys. I always try to make the tutorials as fun as possible, but again, like, with these bits, it's difficult because even I just find it boring. So, yeah, but, you know, it is important to do so, and we can call it a day once we've completed it. It's just a matter of getting to the stage of finished, which is the trickiest part. Okay, and then I'm going to slab up the top. Just going mental up here. Some blocks in certain areas, others just leaving it plain. Ooh, maybe not extending that high. We don't want to give him like a massive strand of hair just sticking out the top of his head. That would not look great. On the back here, it's not looking too bad. I'm just going to go and add some slabs in now. Even if they come out from the, you know, from the actual haircut. That's fine. Like so. And hopefully... Ooh, looking a little bit square. Let's go ahead and change this up. Try not to make it look square. Try and get some curves in here if possible. I know it's difficult. But it is looking pretty good. Not going to lie, it's not looking great, but it's not looking bad. And not looking bad is always good. So, ooh, still looking blocky. Right, we got to change up down here then. Kinda, yeah, that's not bad, that's not bad. How else can we change this? Let's look at the original one, that's always a good reference. Okay, so we've kind of added like a bulk of hair just up on this side over here. Maybe just trim over the edges over there a little bit, and around here too. not too much. Not too dramatically, that was a little bit too much. Yep. Okay, there we go. Perfect, that's perfect, you know, in my own way. It's probably going to look so bad. Yeah, like I said, there's no real like right or wrong way of doing this. As long as you're happy with it, that is the main thing. And you know, we stick to a tutorial with the bottom half. When it comes to the top, it's just a nightmare, so it's best to just go free reign with it and just go mental. One thing I will say though is there is no hair sticking out of the front. That is as far as we go, just up to that layer there above the eyebrows. And once you have the fringe in, you know, like I said, it's your own thing after that. But yeah, I'm happy with that. That should be alright for now. Awesome. Well, I think I'm going to call it a day. Well, that is it for this Wheel Assassin tutorial, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this very, very long tutorial request. I really do appreciate the request, though. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you very, very much. If you guys have any more Encanto build ideas and whatnot, please let me know in the comments, because I would like to try them. I like the style of the movie. I thought the movie style was really, really cool. Personally, it's not my favourite Disney movie, I'll admit, but I like how, you know, the sort of Latin America feel it's got and vibe and stuff. It's really cool. So yeah, I'd like to definitely do some more tutorials, so if you have any more requests, definitely hit me up. If you did enjoy this one, please be sure to drop a like. That would be really helpful, and it would make my rat friend smile even more than he already is. And if you have any names for this guy, by the way, also let me know those. I would like to name this guy. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me on this very long tutorial. Thank you for getting to the end of the video. If you want to check me out on my social medias, all the links are in the description. And if you are new around here, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much. If you want to stick around for more tutorials like this one, not just Pot Wilderness tutorials, we have many, many more in the world as well. From houses to Stranger Things builds to Ghostbusters even. We've got everything. So please consider joining the Assassinhood today for free by subscribing. Until the next time, guys, I'm going to go and take a very, very long drink because my throat is hurting again. Speak soon. Take care. Goodbye for now.